Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. So whenever I say that I'm living in Turkey or that my parents are living in Turkey, I always get the same questions, and yeah, today in this video I just wanted to answer some of the most common questions that I get about living in Turkey. So I think the first question that I got about Turkey when I was still in high school and I said that I will move to Turkey soon was a teacher actually asking me, but is it safe there? Isn't it dangerous there, especially for women? Do you feel safe moving there? And I was like... And after living here for over 4 years, I can say it is not dangerous. You can come here, you don't need to be afraid. I mean, of course, whenever you travel, you have to look out, but I would say that Germany is also not super safe. Like, you also have to be careful. And in the same way, you have to be careful here. Like, everywhere you have to be careful. But yeah, in general, I would say Turkey and especially Istanbul is not dangerous. Of course, there are districts where you should not go, but yeah, if you stay in those more popular areas and yeah, especially touristical areas, you usually don't have to be afraid. So what else are people asking me? Is there a special dress code? Do I have to dress in a special way? This is especially for girls, I guess, because many girls think that you have to cover, you cannot dress however you want. And there I would say yes and no, because it depends in which area of Istanbul or Turkey you are. I mean, in general, you can dress however you want, but what can be is that people will look at you in a weird way if you dress like really open. Like, by open I mean like kind of, I don't know, a really short skirt or shorts or like a crop top or something like this. And when you are in a more conservative area, then people will for sure look at you. Yeah, but it is not illegal, of course. You can dress however you want wherever you are, but I can just recommend you not dress too open in conservative areas. Istanbul has a lot of western areas, let's say. There you can dress however you want, and all the girls are dressing however they want. You can see girls in, I don't know, shorts, in wearing crop tops, short dresses, whatever they want. And nobody's looking at you or nobody's saying anything to you. And it's basically the same as in Europe. You can dress however you want. So yeah, just to sum this up, I think the dress code depends a lot on the area here, on the city or on the district of the city. Of course, to be sure, if you don't know to which kind of place you're going, if it is more a conservative place or more a western place, it is of course better to be a bit more close, to be a bit more respectful, let's say. So in general, I can say there's no dress code, of course, but it depends more on your personal feeling. Another question I get is people are asking me how much money you need per month to live here. And if you are from Europe or from America maybe, then Turkey will be a really cheap country for you, because if you earn in euro or dollar, then Turkey is really cheap, especially with the lira getting cheaper and cheaper. I remember when I came to Turkey the first time, 1 euro was 3 lira, and now 1 euro is almost 9 lira, so it became 3 times cheaper. Of course, the prices here became also more expensive, the lira prices, but comparing to euro, everything got a bit cheaper. What can I say, how much you need per month? I mean, per month it always depends on your lifestyle, where you want to live. Do you want to live in like a luxurious area, or you want to live in a normal area? But in general, I can say to survive, let's say, you need around 500 euro or dollar. I mean, you will not live like a super luxurious life with 500 euro, of course. It's more about surviving, about paying rent, eating, and kind of living a bit. Yeah, and comparing to Europe or the US, this is really low. I know in Germany, for example, 500 euro will not even cover your rent, half probably. So yeah, it is really so much cheaper to live here, but only if you earn in dollar or euro. So another question that I get asked is if it is hard to live here if you don't speak any Turkish. Not a lot of people here speak English very well, especially if you have to go to kind of official places like some offices or I don't know, the bank, then it will be hard for you, I guess, because especially in those like governmental places, for example, or these official places, not a lot of people speak English, and then you will need somebody to help you with Turkish. But yeah, in general, I feel like there are a lot of people here who are really trying to learn English, and sometimes I also meet people, I'm talking to them in English and they understand me, but they cannot talk to me. This is what I see here a lot also. So in general, I feel like it's a big difference between the areas. Like the area where I live in, almost everybody speaks English actually. Like even, I don't know, the waiters in a cafe or in a restaurant. But I know that there are some other areas where it will be very hard for you to find somebody who can speak English. So yeah, it depends. I would say if you're thinking to move to Turkey, then you will definitely need somebody who can help you with kind of official things. But if you know a little bit Turkish, if you know some words, then you can get along. So another thing that people from Germany also ask me what it is like to live in a vacation place. Because for German people, Turkey is mostly a vacation place. Most of the German people only know Antalya actually. Yeah, what I can say is I have been to Antalya once and I did not really like it. It's too touristy for me. And yeah, if you're living in Istanbul, you will not feel like you're living in a vacation place, because here this big developed city, and you cannot really compare to those touristy areas like Antalya. It's a completely different lifestyle, and it's also not as hot. Yeah, and I feel like I'm living in a normal metropole. I don't feel like I'm living in a vacation place or anything like this. So yeah, these were some of the most common questions that people have for me about living in Istanbul. And if you have any other questions, just let me know and I will try to answer them. And I hope you liked this video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye!